great question. Join the club. No, I mean, it's a great question. On the fence about Jesus Christ. It's probably cliche to make my Matrix reference here, but the Oracle tells Neo when he goes to see her, she says, "You already know what I'm going to tell you." And Neo says, "I'm not the one." And she doesn't say yes or no. She says, "Sorry, kid, you got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something." And he says, "Waiting for what?" She goes, "Another life, maybe. Who knows?" Pulls out the cigarette. It's a great moment. She doesn't answer his question, but he thinks that she's saying, "Sorry, you're not the one." And so on that knowledge, he's prepared to sacrifice himself later on in the movie to save Morpheus, who's been captured by the agents. And then when he finally does, he's ready to sacrifice himself to save Morpheus, but he actually ends up saving Morpheus along with himself and along with, and the Trinity helps him. And so they kind of, there's a sharing of the saving in that moment of the movie. It's great. But he says to Morpheus, "The Oracle said," and Morpheus interrupts him and says, "She told you exactly what you needed to hear. That's all. Sooner or later you'll realize, just like I did, there is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path." In the Psalms it says, human beings choose their steps, but God directs their path. Or excuse me, human beings choose their path, but God directs their steps. I think that it is possible to stay on the fence about a lot of things in life. But I think that there is something that happens when we go ahead and say, on the one hand, I don't think Christ is Lord. I think Christians are well-meaning and I can be a candid friend of Christianity, but I don't think being baptized into the mystery of the life and death and new life of Christ is for me. Or to say, I don't know if I fully understand this, but I want to see what happens to me in my life if I try to walk in the path of Christ, if I try to walk with God in this way and see if there really is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. If the abundance of information and content of our world can teach us anything, it's that we can know a lot without ever walking. But it's only when we begin to walk a path that we discover what is, in the fullness of human experience, really true or not true. And so I would say, if you're on the fence, try getting off the fence. And there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path.
Auf Wiedersehen. Dankeschön. And thank you, sir.
Thank you
for this.
Thank you very much.
God bless.
This is great.